Resistance 2. I don't know, so you played the first one. The demo we saw was sort of...
Well, it was barely a demo, like I was saying, it's about 2 roads. Go down one road, fight in another road at the end.
And it was the same battle, it was just swarm enemies.
Just a swarm of enemies, really. But like I said, it felt very different to the first game all the same. The first game you had your more war mixed with fantasy, you know, enemies, this kind of thing. And this one now is a lot more, well, from the 2 corridors we saw, it seems a lot more action maybe, you know, people just everywhere. It's hard to say really. My biggest problem with it was saying is the story, the road they went down there, but maybe we have a bit more.
I suppose with both of the games was like, I don't know, they really feel like console first-person shooters, and there's nothing wrong with that, but like, you know, there's some games that are breaking out of the box, and like, and I suppose we played Mirror's Edge just before, which is a first-person console game.
That's very different.
Which is completely crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think like all those ideas have been done. It looked good. I think maybe for fans who actually enjoyed the first one, it seems to be pretty along it.
Yeah.
But Killzone 2 on the other hand, just looked like amazing, like some of those lighting effects.
It definitely does.
Oh, that's excellent.
It doesn't look as good as that initial CG
That's impossible.
thing, that is impossible, but it's definitely come back up to decent, well above the standard.
Well above I thought it was actually going to be. It's something like I was looking at it and like a new one, a PS3, like I was looking at it and thinking like this is a PlayStation 3 game.
One I was surprised and enjoyed was
that looks fucking delicious, can I?
Get away from my food.
Just one.
Oh man.
Sugar. What is it? It's a sweet sour chicken.
But one thing that was kind of a shocker, we played it there, the Resistance on the PSP. Actually really good fun. Instead it kind of reminded me of some Dreamcast ones when you only have the one analog stick, so you use the buttons to actually change your up, down, left, right.
Okay. Does it work?
But it does, yeah. At the start you're like, this is crazy, what's going on? But then you get into it, it works very well. And they had like graphically amazing. It's kind of, you know, your first thing on the PSP is that they're saying it's kind of like the PS2 but portable, but realistically it never reached such graphics or power. This would be up there with PS2 games, I would say anyway. And one thing, like, it was very forgiving, as we said, shooting wise. It was really like auto aim for most of it.
It's like that with the Medal of Honor ones on PSP as well. They're very sort of
very good fun game. They say it has 1 to 8 player co-op. I'm not sure. Oh, not co-op, sorry, but you know, Wi-Fi. I'm not sure if it's deathmatch.
That's quite cool.
Or a co-op kind of thing, which would be very cool as well. But yeah, definitely a surprise one there.
And then the last one that was in that sort of Sony area was that crazy. Well, GTA was there for some. GTA 4 was there.
Crash Commando.
I didn't see Crash Commando.
Yep,
the 2D thing didn't look amazing.
2D?
2D little multiplayer shooter game. Well, I think it was multiplayer. I was playing with other things, and they just bought them up with bot beside it, so you wouldn't have done a single player game. Just
a bit weird.
Side-scrolling shooter.
Yeah.
Like where you're a little army man. Actually, I thought it was some sort of a SOCOM tie-in or something. Jeez, it's fucking not retail anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could be fun. I just found the controls finicky and oh man, trying to aim with it was just silly. It's kind of like a planar kind of aiming and stuff, and it was kind of silly. So.
And then sorry, I didn't even know about
Siren?
that. Yeah, that's Siren game.
Siren's very cool.
That was absolutely terrible. It just did it's little girl and Chinese.
It was very hard. I think we were coming in at it at a kind of harder thing. We were on chapter 2, I believe.
I don't have a clue.
And it was kind of like you walk around the corner and you can die just like that straight away from kind of, well, you shouldn't die, but gets afraid.
Yeah, she gets afraid and curls up.
Yeah, curls up. Yeah, it seemed like maybe
I got afraid.
Yeah, oh, it was really cool. It's part of the. It started on PS2, didn't I? I think that series did. I'm not sure if it was PS1 one, but it might have been PS1. Can't remember. No, I don't think that's Project Zero. That's not Project Zero. Project Zero has a different name in. Yeah, Siren's a different series.
Oh, you didn't actually play them. Sorry, I was going to put you on camera. You actually play it. Just never know.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a different one anyway. But anyway, what is that?
Chicken.
What'd you ask for?
Yeah, point at the chicken.
Point at the chicken.
Chicken, it looks like this. Looks right.
Yeah.
Looks right like that.
How much was that?
I walked up to look at all. I walked up to have a look at the trays of all the food, and it was like these 2 big trays, and they all had the same thing. And she walked up and she had like she said something in German, which went like, you know, what do you want? And I just looked at her like, you're already selling one thing. I want that. Some noodles.